RJ with Shockwave Magazine, and I'm sitting in with the guys from the 8 Ohms band. Real quick before we, I don't like to do the question and answer thing. I'd rather keep it more candid and you guys just tell you how it is. But I know that recently you guys had a lot of exposure. Even I mean, starting with the middle of summer with Artscape, you guys have to play the main stage. And then you guys got to play a pretty big deal down on New Year's Eve down in the center of Baltimore, and you got some buzz on, I believe it was Fox, WJZ. So, I mean, and then you just got back from New York as well, right?
Yeah.
So, start with Artscape. I mean, how was that? That had to be pretty cool.
Artscape was awesome. We got to play the main stage. I don't know what to say. It doesn't get too much bigger than Artscape, and definitely in this area.
Yeah.
I think they had like 100,000 people, something like that. They were estimating.
Well, what's the best about it is because of the top artists they get. If you play on the same stage as them, you get the mics, the monitors, the sound, everything that they get. So playing there is the top as far as like on stage sound you're gonna get.
Right.
And I got to watch G-Love from the side of the stage instead of like out in the front.
Out in the middle of the 5,000 people.
That was sweet. And my father-in-law got to watch it too.
That's awesome.
Him back there.
So who was on the bill before you guys?
Well, actually, that day we played. We were one of the first bands.
Oh, okay.
But the main groups were G-Love,
Southern Culture on the Skids.
Nick Acosta,
Oh, wow. That's
and a couple other big groups.
Boys to Men.
really. So, New Year's. That was really cool.
Say something, New Year's?
Because I know that you guys had special guests and all.
We had Denise Henderson sing, almost half the songs with us. I noticed when she was singing, I had looked up, it was probably about 11 o'clock or so, and I noticed that there was a sea of heads as far as I can see. I mean, that was probably one of the biggest things that I've ever done as far as like the actual people that were there, like watching the band. I mean, they said tens of thousands, and I mean, they were all there, man. It was crazy.
Did you get good feedback from the show?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
People hitting us up on our website. CD sales went up a little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Any type of exposure is good, but things like that are really good.
Channel 13 does a good job of promoting the band.
They bumped us
they put
all
the
night,
name-
apparently.
They'll put the name of the band from the chopper shot on the TV for like a good 5-6 minutes, you know.
Right.
So they're just showing the band.
Yeah, they went to us like every 5 minutes. There was some footage of us on stage playing live, so definitely cool.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Artscape and that New Year's Eve concert is different than like a gig like this because it's public.
Yeah.
Anyone can come to it.
Right.
So that you can get thousands of people that would never see you.
And that's exciting. Really, really exciting. So, New York, what was that about?
Well, actually, the three of us, Brad, Nick, and I, were the horn section, and well, we have Morgan. He's not here right now, but the three of us recorded. One of Wale's main producers, make a long story short, contacted us, needed horns. We went in on one night, recorded the horns, and 2 days later he's like, hey, you want to be in the music video up in New York?
Wow.
These guys couldn't make it because some scheduling conflicts, but I went up there and did it.
That's awesome.
And it was up at the, they shot a live scene at the Cotton Club in Harlem.
It's a big honor.
Wale's on that track too.
Is it?
It's pretty cool.
It's Tiana Taylor and featuring Wale.
Any, I guess they didn't really give you any timing on when that would be released or anything like that?
I've heard it's going to be late February.
Oh, wow, so that's pretty
It's
soon.
already on Wikipedia. So, as soon as I found out that they did it, I was looking her up and stuff, and I was like, it's already on Wiki. And I was like,
The song is called Make Your Move, and
Make
it's
You
already
Move.
out.
Make You Move.
Make you move.
Make You Move.
Make You
That too.
Move.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
it's on YouTube saying Make Your Move.
it's all the same.
Hip hop track.
But they released a song just to get some play for it.
Yeah.
So we did like the last thing on the song. Like everything's already been done, so we just came in and added the horns.
That's awesome. Well, it's good to see the funk, and especially the heavy horn funk, getting some love. You know, I said this to friends of mine who the band, their lead is just a saxophone player. And I thought it was cool because it's really different.
Yeah.
And the same thing I said with them is a lot of the horn stuff isn't used in the mainstream the way that I would hope it would be, or at least the way it was in like the 70s and 80s. You know what I'm saying? So it's really nice to see. It's refreshing to see what you guys do.
Yeah, I like to kind of think of us, we do a lot of crossover stuff. I mean, definitely I started the group having that, I wanted a horn heavy funk because
Right.
I'm a horn player. But, you know, we have Billy bring some reggae style. Pretty much everybody in the group brings, our percussion player, he's straight up go-go, that's all he knows.
Yeah.
And you know, we bring all those flavors into to our sound.
Not that that's bad.
Yeah. No, it's just funny, we tease him about it. Matty-Cos. So, but yeah, so we like blending those flavors to make our sound.
You guys have, I think it's a pretty original sound, and it's, like you said, it's a lot of fusion. You know?
They don't admit to all the jazz, but there's a lot of it.
Oh, you can hear it.
There's a ton.
Sure, I mean, any kind of improvisation in any type of music has its roots in, you know, jazz, but, you know, we're not a jazz band, but like me and Brad studied jazz, so when we do a solo on a funk tune, you know, we're bringing in some scales that we studied in jazz.
That's awesome. Well, do you have any big events that you know coming up that you can plug? Go ahead and plug them if you
Talking
want.
about your group.
We're we up for the Soul Jazz Orchestra, February 21st.
Soul Jazz Orchestra?
They're a Canadian band who do a lot of Afrobeat and funk and
It's in DC, right?
in DC at the Rock and Roll Hotel. They're awesome.
First time
Definitely.
coming here to the US, I believe, right?
Yeah. So we're definitely
That's exciting.
about that. Be tight.
End of February?
February 21st. Yeah.
February
Yeah,
21st.
we play,
Fat Tuesday.
yeah, we play first around 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I think I said to everybody, this is Billy Martin.
Ben Gilbert. Kevin Children.
And well, I already said Nick.
Nick.
Right, comes.
And that's the 8 Ohms band.